Gosh dang it, Doug. What is going on, people? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. You knew it was coming, right? I didn't expect it to be this early on to be talking about Censor or Doug Censor Martin from the New York Subliners, currently a sub on that team, although we await what could be a possible starting role for him in the future, maybe this season, depending upon how their results do progress. 0-2 the first weekend. We're talking about Doug because he responded to Toxicity. Let me preface, of course, in case anyone out there actually is watching this video, I really do respect Doug. You know, everything he actually has to deal with, and especially the COD community. You guys know who you are, and there's a lot of you guys who actually are watching. You guys are ruthless. I talked about it when I said the most pressure during the CDL video. The video did pretty well. You guys had a great response as we talked about the key characters in Call of Duty League who undergo the most pressure during this season. You guys mostly said Crim6 or Scump. I agree with you, and one of my top choices also was Censor. If he does start, whether or not he does start, the backlash this guy faces, I cannot imagine. I am a sensitive fruit roll-up kind of guy. If you jab at me in the comment section, often why I don't read all the comments, I will take offense no matter what. This guy undergoes more backlash and toxicity than anyone else in the league. But the main issue is when you tweet out a few days back that you understand all of this toxicity, you will not feed into it or respond to it. And then a few days later after opening weekend or during opening weekend after a Royal Ravens matchup versus New York Subliners, you then respond to the chat. You did what you're not supposed to do, Doug. The people, not the one people, the many people you're not supposed to give into is always the chat. And then even worse, you know, Royal Ravens and some of their boys, Rated being one of them, gives a response. It prompts a further response from Doug saying, LMAO, you can't talk to me. And then briefly after, very, very shortly afterwards, all of that was deleted with an apology posted by Censor as well. As he did state, I want to apologize to Royal Ravens. I am very competitive and I'm just sick and tired of being a joke to our community as a player. That will change in time. Well played and good luck in your next match tomorrow. And to that I say, you know, a great response, right? He actually deleted it very, very fast. Unfortunately, you know, the COD community never forgets, Reddit never forgets, and people screenshot just about everything you post nowadays. And it really does suck where a few days ago he said he would not feed into it, then he feeds into it, and all the while you guys know he's going to face a lot of backlash and negativity because he's not a starting player and he's out there talking as if he is one, you know? Rated response to this, you know, saying he will never win another championship again, stay cozy on the bench, has to hurt. And so I ask you guys your thoughts on this, and especially when it comes time for a player who I will stick to it. I know others have their opinions about this. If New York continues this, and yes, it was opening weekend, these matchups as brought to us by Aches, you know, they were pretty handcrafted, hand-selected. Maybe New York got unlucky. I thought they made several mistakes as compared to many lineups that could be corrected, and they, of course, will start to win matches, hopefully, during that London matchup we have in a couple weekends from now. But if they don't, who's not to say Doug's not the first one in line to, of course, step in and take that starting role and prove everyone else wrong. I just wish he would choose to actually have his play prove people wrong and not respond and have his voice do it. What do you guys think about this? I didn't think I'd be talking about Censor this early on, but I truly do feel for the guy, and especially for all the sub players out there who we might see play. I'm going to stick to it. He might just be one of them, and I hope he gets his chance to prove it to all of those haters out there as well. Until next time, my name is Jake, breaking down Call of Duty Esports gaming stories here all day long, every single day. Okay, I'm going to go now. Bye.